So you're an engineer.
Yep.
And you want to bring the art back into STEM, so make it STEAM more than STEM.
You know, the term STEM it was something that was agreed upon by, you know, politicians and educators for the most part,
right? A long time ago.
And I think a lot of engineers would agree that it's a really creative process. You know, getting into studying engineering and whatnot was a lot about the creativity and the capability that you had with that set of tools. And so I think for us it was a lot about just rebranding it, you know, showcasing the fact that, hey, being an engineer is not about just the nerdy stuff. It's about all of the really fun, capable, you know, things that come as a result of that, and art and creativity is a huge part of it.
Or bringing STEAM back, I would say, because it used to be that way.
Yeah.
I mean, Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci is a great example, right? That guy was an artist and an inventor and a creative, as well as a mathematician and a
Renaissance man. You know, like they could do anything and everything.
Think about the way that you problem solve in real life. It's you touch lots of domains over the course of a project, and so, you know, separating them into these silos is a little sort of not very representative.
So just to explain, STEAM Carnival is how you want to, you know, put together that very idea of having kids play along those terms. So can you just explain to us really quickly?
It's basically a complete replacement for the science fair. You know, we train kids how to make their own games, and then they learn business. Making their own carnival. So we're using the fun and play, more exciting than the science fair, and then also as a way to get the community engaged, raise money for the school, something that's just more exciting. You know, early days, you know, early engineering, early programming, all of that stuff was really difficult, and so it was very inaccessible, and the kinds of people who were getting really great at those domains were typically antisocial. They maybe weren't spending a lot of time with public, and so it got a little bit of a bad rap. And so as the tools got easier, public sentiment didn't really catch up, and so now all of a sudden all these great tools are available to artists and other creatives, and without having to have a PhD in neuroscience or computer vision. And so, you know, we really felt like the time was now to say, hey, this stuff is really awesome, but maybe we shouldn't use the term STEM because it's already sort of polluted.
Right.
Let's embrace one of these new concepts.
Start fresh. And maybe art is a way, I don't know, maybe you tell me, is a way of keeping humans busy when the machines will be able to pretty much do everything else by themselves. I don't know.
Well, I love John Maida's perspective, which is like, maybe we're going to realize that art is the reason we're here anyway.
Creativity.
That's the art and the creativity, that's such a special medium, such a great way to communicate and look at the world, and so, you know, the art and the creativity side of this is really so powerful.
And the STEM problem is also the gender problem. Because you talked about those early days in computing. A lot of those first computers were actually women. We're human and we're women.
Yeah.
Is that something you're addressing with the STEAM carnivals, or are you getting girls involved as much as you can?
You know, we built an entire wearable electronics curriculum that was all focused at the Girl Scouts, and really, as a company, very cross-disciplinary, very gender neutral. You know, I mean, for us, diversity is not just about making sure that everybody has access, but making sure that you have lots of voices at the table, so that when you're going to build something, you're going to solve something, you're representing a whole variety of backgrounds, a whole variety of thought processes. You know, that's where creativity comes from, the intersection of lots of domains. So the more people you have at the table, the more different perspectives you have.
Take us along. Where do you see entertainment, STEAM Carnival, all that in 5 years?
You know, our thesis is around out-of-home entertainment. And so we're opening an amusement park, what we call a micro amusement park. It's a whole entertainment complex all dedicated to the future of fun.
Wow, the future of fun.
The future of fun, yeah.
That's a great line.
You know, and then using all those resources as tools that we can use to inspire kids to build their own experiences. And so a lot of the software inside of our park is part of a curriculum that's for STEAM Carnival, so that, you know, there's sort of two sides of a system. The big park that's open to the public and anybody can come and be a part of, but also those tools available as elements that can be part of a learning curriculum. You know, a huge thing is turning people from just straight consumers into creators. And if there was one shift that I would love to lodge in people's brains, is the power of being a creator.